Vandana, please ask everyone to mute. There's a lot of background sound.
Everybody please mute yourself so that, yeah. Anita, you also mute yourself. Yeah. So, okay, good morning, people. Just because I started the recording now, I would just like to give a little brief. We're going to begin Souls Temple today, and we're going to do this for 3 months in a row. Every day, 20 minutes. Today we started at 6:30, and probably we might continue the same time, or we might make it 7, depending on all, the people who are attending. And this is something that came in my channeling in a shamanic journey just a week ago, that doing this will be a preventive measure for, all of us. When I say all of us, not just the people on the call, the people who are outside the call, and even the people who listen later or see this later. So when I say preventive measure, it's not only about the third wave corona. Most of the times, we only, get to the hospital or get to a healer or get to a therapist when things go bad. We are not trained, we have read prevention is better than cure since ages. But how many of us actually, lead a lifestyle or do things which will prevent us from becoming sick, which will prevent us from having anything, not just corona, prevent us from having fever, prevent us from having, cancer or arthritis, etc. How many of us actually do things which are preventive in nature and which keep us healthy? Okay, we all give a lot of emphasis to creating wealth, creating a career, creating, family, relationships, and so many more things which we think are important in life. How many of us actually give time to creating health, greater health? Okay. And thanks to Corona in the last 2 years, lot of us have started focusing on health. Some because we fell sick, some because some loved one fell sick, and some because they were fearful, some because, everyday news of people dying and everything was making it difficult, and some because we were practically all at home and not doing anything. And so maybe just to while away time, they would be on these calls, not just my calls, so many calls, so many platforms. Like, for example, we have Neha here, who's working with Joining Hands. So Joining Hands was doing everyday calls, all through this lockdown, and bringing in a lot of healers who gave, programs of 1 hour, including me, where everything was put on YouTube. So there were so many such people who volunteered to creating awareness about physical health, mental health, about health in general, and how to heal. And from there, all the people who have attended the 1-month calls that I did last time, and all many people who have attended the Joining Hands calls and many such platforms. Mute yourselves. Yeah. So the number of people who attended these calls have started becoming aware of something called healing. And this awareness that was spread from then, from the beginning of Corona till now, it continues. So a whole new wave has begun where people have started focusing on exercises, on developing immunity, mental health, doing healing modalities, different modalities, including Souls Temple. And I've not had one single person come back to me and tell me that, oh, this is just a waste of time, it doesn't help. Not one single person. Okay. So almost everybody who attended that 1 month or who has attended Souls Temple a couple of times and practices Souls Temple on a regular basis has only come back and told me that, oh my God, this is so helpful. And some people went forward and started teaching Souls Temple because they practiced it enough and they felt that we must spread this. In my own circle, there are so many who've started teaching Souls Temple after that and who've formed their own small groups where they do Souls Temple regularly. There are some people who actually used Souls Temple in their languages. For example, there was a Punjabi lady. She did it in Punjabi with her extended family. And there were people in her family who were on the ventilator during COVID second wave. And people got better. And some cases, they passed away with ease. Okay. So when I'm going to talk about Souls Temple every day from today for the next 3 months, it's a commitment that I have made to my healing masters in a shamanic journey that I was told to do this. And I said, I will do this. Why, what? I never questioned. By now, after almost a decade into healing and so many different healing modalities, I don't question what comes. I don't get into the logic of it. I don't try and figure out why I must do this, how is it going to help, what benefit is anybody going to receive. I don't at all question all that. Okay, I just follow. You can call it the will of God, you can call it will of guardian angels, you can call it just my free will, because it includes my free will. Otherwise, a commitment for 3 months can be huge. Now, the benefits of it, as of now, we can't even fathom, we can't even imagine. That can be so big. The benefits can be so much. We may think, okay, it is just about not getting corona or becoming a little more healthier. But there is a lot more to it. And the 5 things that I got in my shamanic journey are these 3 months, we're all going to work on developing immunity. Developing immunity begins not with just physical immunity, yes, that too, but emotional immunity also. Okay. In case of any, work from home, which continues for a long time now. So making the work, more effective and, easy while we're working from home and making it effective. Effective was the word that came. Third was making, life at home more enjoyable. Okay, making our life with family and at home more enjoyable. Fourth was embracing the darkness within. I'm not sure why that came, but that was one of the things, that embracing the darkness within. And there was one more thing. So it was developing immunity. It was making work easier and effective, making life at home enjoyable, embracing the darkness within. I'm forgetting the 4th or 5th thing. But anyway, I'll talk about it tomorrow. So these are the 5 things that came. The 5th thing I'll be talking about tomorrow. I have written it down. And okay, I have that notebook in case. And so what happens, what is a shamanic journey? Let me talk about that first. So shamanism is a way of life which is very, very ancient, goes down thousands of years back. It was in the, not just, Anita will mute yourself. Okay. So shamanism is where what we train ourselves into connecting to the spirit of everything. Everything has spirit. Shamanism believes in partnership with the spirit. Okay, it works on the premises of partnership with spirit. And the core belief is everything has spirit. For example, my house has a spirit. I have a spirit, you have a spirit. A city has a spirit, a land has a spirit. And diseases as an entity on its own have a spirit. And I do a lot of shamanic journeys, on a regular basis, paid basis, which is where I have worked with people with cancer. And one case which I did very recently, a month ago, was HIV positive, hepatitis B positive. And that lady got better. She came out of the hospital and they said she was never like this in the last 4 years. Just one journey I did. And they said, in 4 years, we've not seen her so happy and so fine. Within a month. So usually whenever we do a shamanic journey, it takes 3 days to 3 weeks for the exact, changes to show up. Because we are working at the spirit level, and then for it to come into the ground level, it takes a little time. However, I have seen wonders. I learned shamanism in 2018. And those who want to know more, my teacher, Neelam Nanvani, and Paul expired last year. But Neelam and Paul were my teachers of shamanism. And so Neelam and Paul were my teachers of shamanism. And I got her also on the call last time when I did the 1-month call. So there are those calls on YouTube about a lot of things that I've spoken of, all kinds of healing modalities that I do. Okay. Okay, one more thing. Like, am I doing these calls just so that people get to know more about me, or to promote my work more, or to promote my YouTube channel more? Not really. Okay, I haven't even looked back after that 1 month, how many people see my calls, or whether they see it or not, whether they hear it or not. Okay. The reason I do these calls is purely because I received some message. And from my teachers, when I learned shamanism, I was told, honor the instructions that come. And if you honor the instructions, you'll always do greater for yourself and others. For myself and many clients, I've done it like, I don't know, hundreds of times. I've done it thousands of times, actually. For public, I did it last time. And I know how much shifted for me and the people who attended it. I know, okay? And that is why now I don't even have any second thoughts in following the instruction of the spirit. We call it the great spirit in shamanism. So yeah, in short, we can say we are all getting together every day from today onwards. And another thing, not everybody has to join every day. You can take breaks, because 3 months commitment I am giving you, it's not necessarily that you have to wake up every day morning and come here. Okay. Mostly I will be putting these calls on YouTube and on SoundCloud, the audios, and I will be sharing those on the group. Nevertheless, it'll be great for maximum people to join in. the group energy that gets created is something very different. When we start our day with 20 minutes of healing, right? It has a very, very different possibility showing up. Not just our day becomes better. Every day, if we do it, it becomes a habit. And then that becomes our way of life. And if Soul's Temple becomes a way of life, if Soul's Temple becomes a way of being, I would say nothing like it, because I've been doing Soul's Temple. I learned it from my teacher, Atman. Earlier, she was Dr. Neeta Yuvraj, those who know her by name, Dr. Neeta Yuvraj. And now she's called Atman. She's written a book called Radical Crystalline Mind. She's written a new book called Money, around money something. So I'm grateful to all my teachers who have taught me different healing modalities. And I'm grateful to my practices, which have got me here, where every time I talk and every time I do Soul's Temple, only things have gotten better for people and for myself. My health is absolutely fine. I'm going to be 50. And like, I mean, in the entire 2 years of Corona threat and everything, not a single time I had any problem. Okay. Which I completely attributed to daily practice of healing. It is not that I'm extraordinary something, or I do exercises every day. I'm a very lazy person. I don't do exercises every day. I rarely do exercises, honestly, except for walks, a little bit nature walks. But working on your mind, doing Soul's Temple every day, makes your body, your mind, and your entire, environment better, more conducive, more congruent, more easier for all around and for yourself. Okay. So here's conversation why we are doing this. And because today is the first day, I'm just extending maybe say 10, 15 minutes. And from tomorrow onwards, it's going to be only 20 minutes. We are only going to start affirming, because today there are new people. I'm just going to give this brief how Soul's Temple is done. I'm not going into detail of how we use Soul's Temple, why we do Soul's Temple. All that is there on YouTube. I will share that one link where I've spoken freshly about a whole Soul's Temple workshop is recorded. Okay. But right now, we're going to talk only about 3 statements. The 3 statements of Soul's Temple, regular 3 statements that work, are whatever feeling you have, whatever pain you have, anything that is troubling you, if that is called XYZ. So we say XYZ is my Soul's Temple. My need for XYZ is my Soul's Temple. My resistance to let go of XYZ is my Soul's Temple. And 11 times we affirm, or 7 times, or 5 times. Sometimes, because I'm doing it every day for the last 7-8 years, just 1 time also is enough for me now, because that much I'm used to doing it. So just saying, this is my Soul's Temple, this is my Soul's Temple, this is my Soul's Temple, and something starts shifting inside. Okay. So for today, what we're going to practice, because there are a lot of first timers here, is something very basic. Okay. Maybe we can start with, okay, what I felt this morning was lazy. Okay. Lazy to wake up in the morning at 6:30. And that too, especially in a winter morning, getting out of bed is like, oh my God, why do I have to do this? Okay. So the first thing I started doing is, okay, feeling lazy is my Soul's Temple. Like, it's so automatic for me that anything I start feeling, And I started affirming while walking, while, going to the washroom, this, that. I was like, okay, feeling lazy is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy is my soul's temple. I started doing that and I was quite fresh when I came on the call. Okay. Another thing, there is no protocol to this. You can do Soul's Temple anytime, every time, anywhere, everywhere. I do it while journeys. I do it while sleeping. Sometimes I do it while I'm walking. I do it anytime I feel like. There is no fixed way or time of doing it, except just repeating the statements. Okay. So you just have to repeat the statements, address it with Soul's Temple. Soul's Temple is a channeled word, channeled by Atman. And there is a lot of information. There are more people who facilitate Soul's Temple across the country, including Atman. So you'll have a lot of information if you want to browse. And there is a website called Healers Ocean where there are things about this also. And YouTube has a lot of videos. My colleague Nitya has put videos. There are videos of Atman and stuff like that. And so Soul's Temple for me, out of like some 40, 50 different modalities that I have learned, I find Soul's Temple the easiest to practice. And one, because it's easy to practice. Two, because it's working on the self always. It is a self-healing tool. Okay. When we start working on ourselves, the kind of miracles we will see in our life is unimaginable, because Atman always said, our environment or anything that is happening in our environment is our extension. So whatever we are seeing around us is our extension. Even if we are constantly seeing misery around us, then there's some part of that misery within us. If we are constantly seeing people struggling around us, then there is some struggle within us. If we are constantly seeing people who are angry around us, then there is some anger in us. Okay. And so Atman used to say that we got to work on that little bit inside us, which is being projected outside us in a very big way. They are our extension. If our child is extremely, hyper, or say, rebellious, then we have to work on that little part within us which is rebellious. And then we will see shift not only within us, we will see shift outside us as well in due course. So first and foremost, it's about working on the self. And then group work helps create ripples in very, very big ways. When 100 people get together, the power of 100 says that when 100 of us get together and do something, like in another place, it becomes a way of life. That's the ripple effect of 100 people getting together and doing something. This is called the 100th monkey effect. I'll talk about this tomorrow. The 100th monkey effect. One of you kindly remind me to. So these are the conversations that are going to happen every day, and every day we're going to affirm things. We're going to do self-healing, and every day we're going to wake up to healing. Waking up to healing, what it's going to be like, you will only see when you start practicing with me every day what and all gets created. And of course, slowly, gradually, we'll have stories coming up, people sharing what showed up for them. Maybe in a week's time, we might have people, even the new people coming and saying, oh, after doing Soul's Temple, this is happening. After doing Soul's Temple, that is happening, So I'm just looking forward. I'm very excited. And so for all of us today, even if you're not feeling lazy, if you say this, let's see what happens. Okay. So we start with feeling lazy to wake up early is my Soul's Temple. Feeling lazy. So y'all can affirm in your own places silently with me. Okay. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. Feeling lazy to wake up early in the morning is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My need to feel lazy is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic is my soul's temple. So because I'm very used to doing soul's temple, for me, the changes are like instantaneous, okay? For you, it immediately you may find any shift or you may not, but I would only recommend that practice, okay? So my second affirmation for today would be, actually, you know, we can also affirm positive things with Soul's Temple, not just negative. When we do negative, so-called negative, I mean, I don't think there's anything negative or positive. But when we do things that are limiting us, then we say this limitation is my soul's temple. My need for this limitation is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of this limitation is my soul's temple. Usually when I do positive things or constructive things, I just affirm it, that one line 11 times, and I don't go for my need or my resistance, okay? Because I don't need to let go of it. For me, it works, right? So the power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of physical activity is my soul's temple. The power of self-healing 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 is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. Developing my immunity by healing myself and exercising every day is my soul's temple. When I was saying this, what came to my mind is also nutrition plays a big role in, developing immunity. So taking care of my health diet actually. Okay, so does nutrition only come from eating good food, healthy food, no junk food, etc., or there is more to nutrition? For me, if I talk about me, it is nutrition is like receiving the nurturing of the nature, the sun, the wind, the earth, the 5 elements, right? Fire, water, all of that, because we are all made of those 5 elements. So receiving the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to receive the nutrition from nature is my soul's temple. Okay, so while you're doing Soul's Temple, sometimes you may yawn, sometimes you may get burps, like I get burps sometimes. You might feel very relaxed in the mind and body, or like, more energetic, physically energetic, because today we said about physical energy. Like for me, almost like I was thinking when I woke up that, oh my God, it's cold and everything. And I will rather finish this call and sleep off again. Okay. But right now, after affirming these statements, the change for me is like, I feel like I will close my laptop, I finish my call, and I will go for a walk. It's just instantaneous. It shifts instantaneously for me. Okay. Similarly, when you start practicing with me for 3 months, you don't even know, like, believe me, you don't even know what will change, how much will change, and what benefit this is going to bring to your life and the people around you when you start practicing and when you share it with other people and say, we did it in the morning. You can make your family members, if they are willing, to do it in the daytime, in the evening time, anytime. The same statements maybe. If you don't know how to use it now, if you yet don't know how to create these statements, doesn't matter. If you just repeat these statements that we did today, that itself is going to create a difference. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to put the highlights of Everyday Soul's Temple on a page that I made very recently, Soul's Temple 2021. I've made a Instagram page. So I'm going to put up those statements there, and I'm going to share it on social media as well. I think, doing this is going to be great fun, very healing. It's going to be very, I just see, when I finish today's affirmation, now I'm like, oh my God, I just see infinite possibilities opening up, like literally infinite possibilities. And don't think that it's only about health and everything that I spoke of. When you're going to do this, your relationships will get better, your money situations will get better, your, spiritual connection will get better, your everything, your work, everything will get better. And they say it takes 3 months to develop a habit. Like to develop a habit, it takes 21 days. 3 months is when a habit becomes established, when it becomes a way of life. So all those who have joined today, if you all can join every day, and now I'm not changing the time. I thought I will, but I feel that not required. Let's be committed. Let's be committed to ourselves and our life, our health. And when we are committed, we can inspire people to be committed. We can inspire people to take care of themselves. We can inspire people to work on prevention rather than working on cure in future. And it's not just me who's doing this. All you people who are joining here are a part of being this contribution to whoever is going to take this forward, whoever is going to listen to this, whoever is going to, practice this. We will never be able to find out how many people have listened or how many people have, it's not about how many people subscribe to the channel. We don't even know through this, say, right now we have 10 participants. Now, how many 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, how many more people can benefit? And how does it get better than this, right? That's what it is for me. It's so simple. I don't think too much about anything in life. It's just as simple as this. So today's statements, first of all, of course, I will be putting this video on YouTube and I will share it on the groups. If you want other people to join in, your friends or anybody who wants to join in, or simply be on the group and see the videos later and not in the morning, doesn't matter. Spread the word, let people know that we're doing this for 3 months. You can share that video, you can share simply the statements with people and let people do the statements for new people. If you do a particular statement for 21 days, whichever resonates more with you, if you do that statement for 21 days, you will see massive difference. Okay, simply say 1 or 2 statements for 21 days also will bring in the shift in that area of you. Okay, and we are going to do hundreds in the next 3 months. So yeah, what else is possible? And thank you people for joining. Like, thank you so much. It is so motivating when I see 10 people joining at 6:30 a.m. in the morning on a winter morning. It's not about this being free of cost. It's about commitment. It's about being committed to your life. It's about being committed to healing. It's about being committed to greater well-being of ourselves and greater well-being of the people around us and the whole world. So that's the whole idea. And thank you for joining me on this today. If anyone
Vandana, just one question.
Yeah.
May I ask you a question? Yeah. What is there any meaning to this phrase soul's temple? What does it mean?
There is no meaning. It's a channeled word, but I have spoken a lot because when I started facilitating almost from 2014 till now, I've done like hundreds of workshops in different cities and countries. When I started working on it, if I have to give it in a very simple way, my soul resides in this body. This body is the temple of my soul. Okay. So anything pertaining to this body,
Okay.
anything that I feel in this body, anything that happens in my body, when I acknowledge that this is my soul's temple, the body feels acknowledged and honored, and the body heals on its own because we actually paid attention to the body.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
This is a very the briefest that I've ever spoken.
Have you posted a detailed explanation?
I will share that today on the group for new people. And
okay.
If any of you have any other people who would like to join these morning calls, it's going to be today, as I said, it's the first day, so it extended. Tomorrow onwards, we are only going to affirm for 20 minutes. Whoever wants to know more can see those two, today's video and the particular video that I'll share of the first Soul's Temple that I did. Not first, I mean first on YouTube, I've done many which are not recorded. Okay. So, and then people can join in the groups. Let's just make this, bigger. Let it spread. Let it become a way of life. For me, the greatest joy is the transformations that I witness in people's lives, the people who start practicing it, and then the people who spread it. it's just gratitude. It's just gratitude for being able to do this. Simply, I'm so grateful to each one of you who have joined today, because it, for a facilitator, the people who are interested are the biggest, what do you call that, push to continue. Okay, and thank you, people. Thank you for motivating me. And
Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow at 6:30.
Thank you.
Tomorrow onwards, we'll start affirming. Okay. And remind me tomorrow of the 5 elements. We're going to, because this is what, while doing Soul's Temple today, I was told, I was thinking 3 months, what am I going to do? And I was told every day I'll get what needs to be done the next day. And I was thinking, oh, do I have to sit and meditate and then get it? But just today, while we were affirming, I got, okay, tomorrow we got to speak about 5 elements. Okay, so tomorrow, 5 elements. I'm a little forgetful, but I've started writing down stuff. So mostly I will remember. If I don't, please, any of you remind me. Okay. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow, 6:30 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.